Did you ever look up at the night sky and wonder, what if that glowing ball wasn't there at all? No moon, no silver light, nothing but darkness. Here's the crazy part. Without the moon, Earth might not look anything like the world you know today. In fact, life as we know it might never have existed. So let's rewind time, hit the delete button on the moon, and see how Earth changes. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at the moon the same way again. At first glance, the moon doesn't seem like a big deal. It's just there. Sometimes it's round, sometimes it's a slice of white, sometimes it disappears completely. But here's the secret. The moon has been Earth's invisible hand, quietly shaping everything from our climate to our very existence. Without it, Earth would be a very different and much harsher place. One of the moon's biggest jobs is keeping Earth steady. Our planet is tilted at about 23.5 degrees. That tilt is why we have seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, they all depend on how Earth leans toward or away from the sun. Now here's the kicker. The moon acts like a giant stabilizer. Without it, Earth's tilt would wobble like a spinning top. Some scientists say it could swing anywhere between 0 and 85 degrees. Imagine summers so hot that the poles melt completely. Imagine winters so brutal that oceans freeze solid. Imagine these extremes switching every few thousand years. Sounds like chaos, right? That kind of instability would make it almost impossible for complex life, like us, to evolve. Plants and animals need consistency to thrive. Without the moon, Earth would be unpredictable at best, unlivable at worst. Now let's talk about time. You probably think a 24-hour day is normal, but that's only because of the moon. Millions of years ago, days were shorter, closer to 18 hours. That's because Earth was spinning faster. The moon's gravity acts like a brake, slowly pulling on Earth and stretching out the length of our days. Without that brake, Earth would still be spinning like a fidget spinner on steroids. Scientists estimate a moonless Earth would have days just 6 to 8 hours long. That means 4 sunrises and sunsets in a single day. Hyperspeed life cycles for animals and plants. A world where your body clock might never catch up. Imagine how exhausting it would be to live in a world that never slowed down. Here's another quiet miracle of the moon. Tides. That daily rise and fall of the oceans isn't just pretty, it's life-changing. Billions of years ago, tides created little tidal pools along the shore. These pools were like nature's laboratories, mixing chemicals and giving early organisms the perfect place to experiment with life. Many scientists believe this push and pull of tides help life crawl out of the oceans and onto land. Without tides, no tidal pools, no safe stepping stones from sea to land, possibly no forests, no animals, no humans. Sure, the sun also causes tides, but they're much weaker, less than half the strength of lunar tides. Without the moon, the ocean would be a much calmer, less dynamic place. And life, it might have stayed underwater forever. Now picture a world where the sky is pitch black after sunset. No glowing moon, no faint light to guide travelers, hunters, or even early humans. Think about how much of human history is tied to the moon. Ancient farmers used it to track planting seasons. Sailors used it for navigation. Entire calendars were built around its cycles. Take that away and human civilization would have developed very differently. No lunar calendars. No mythology of gods and goddesses tied to the moon. Maybe even slower progress in farming and exploration. And let's not forget the psychological side. The moon has always been a source of comfort, inspiration, and wonder. Without it, our nights would feel emptier. Now here's a problem that's less obvious. The moon doesn't just stabilize Earth's tilt, it also calms down our climate. A moonless Earth might face supercharged storms, chaotic winds, and wild temperature swings. Think about hurricanes, but on steroids. Think about deserts flooding without warning, or monsoons lasting years instead of months. Earth's weather might have been so extreme that life could barely hold on. Let's play the what-if game a bit further. Suppose life did manage to evolve on a moonless Earth. What would it look like? Faster days might mean smaller, quicker animals. Extreme seasons could favor creatures that hibernate or migrate constantly. With no tides, marine life might dominate, while land life struggles. Humans? Honestly, we might never have shown up at all. Or if we did, we'd be completely different. Adapted to chaos instead of stability. Maybe shorter lifespans, maybe a very different kind of intelligence. So here's the big picture. Take away the moon, and you don't just lose a glowing nightlight. You lose Earth as we know it. Our climate goes haywire. Our days speed up, our oceans calm down.